Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Come on in, come on in. Welcome you guys, come right on in.
Come on in, family. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. If you did not, please do so. And if you're not part of the family, go ahead and subscribe. And guess what? Share the live. Make sure everybody knows that we're on. If you have not done it, go back and do it. I'm looking. And let's go.
It's a beautiful day.
Here we go.
My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along?
Okay, I am reading the chat, you guys. Let me just come on in that building and see who's all in here and what's going on. She says, I'm here in the bushes at work, but all ears. I see you in here. Come on in. Okay, then let me go all the way up. So we got pretty much things going right with our channel now, you guys. So I don't know what was going on, but we got it right. Sonia Watts, Natasha, Wanda, Amari, Denise, Ruby Turner. Come on, like Ashley. How are you doing? Ashley's in the building. Okay, Zena's in here. Zena. Okay, Diane is in here. This is a beautiful day, you guys. PJ, Katrina, Six Figures is in the building. Cheryl Seaton came running in here. Cherie is in here. I love it. Gloria Bates said, hey, everybody. Natasha, I am Cody. She says, hey, people, how is it going? Okay, you guys, I'm just going to say, yeah. We like, oh, we done came on. Sexy Grandma's in here. Lisa Taylor is in the building. Beautiful Maz. Yes, our Maz is so beautiful, you guys. And I want to thank everybody. Sherry Cox is in the building. Connie, how you doing, Miss Queen B? Okay, we are Cody's Voices in the building. You know, we're going to have a big conversation. I am Victorious is in the building. Connie Branch. I'm trying to say Bev is in the building. Hey, Bev, what's going on? And it is, if you came in, Katrina, Crystal Powers, how are you? How are you? Phyllis D. Hart is in the building. Freddie Johnson. D Diva. All right. I think I've seen everybody. How's everybody doing? She said, what's up, family? Lady S. Paid. Hey, Darye is in the building. Hey, Darye. I haven't seen you before. But how you doing, Darye? What's going on? She said, hey, family. She said, family. Darye is in the building. All right. Nancy LaRose done came on up in here. Yes, we got Hickman in here. Infamous Truth is in the building. I don't see but we're early, you guys. We're 9 minutes early. So, make everybody at home. If you see somebody that you didn't, Miss Dee Dee is in the building. She said, you missed me. I'm sorry, Miss Dee Dee. I didn't see you. And Andrea's in the building. How you doing, Andrea? Marsha Poole is in here. She said, I'm listening, but I'm driving, y'all. I'm listening. Don't wreck that car, girl. Don't wreck it. We're going to have a good conversation today. I know everybody's like, SP, you said you're going to drop the nuggets. You know what? Things went south today for other people. Not for us, but for other people. So therefore, you know what? I'm sitting here thinking maybe, Joanne, how you doing? Miss Tina, how you doing? I don't see some of the mods in here. I don't see Woke to God in here. I don't see Tina Powers in here. I don't know where our mods is. Brown Sugar. We got so many mods. Valerie Montgomery's in here. I don't know, but we're still early too. We came on a little early. She said, hey, yes, I never catch you live. I always watch you. It's pronounced Dariah. Oh, it's Dariah. Okay, Dariah. Wow, thank you. Thank you for that. That's how you do it. She says, no Pococho today. No Pococho today. There's a reason why we're not doing Pococho today, but we're doing it because we're gonna put all our energy into this chat today with the information that came out. If you guys was watching this morning, we're going to go ahead and get started. We came on the live on the after hours. If you guys don't know, we do have another channel that we come on in the mornings. There's no given direct time that we come on. If we got a chance, if nobody doing anything, it's called SP News Nuggets After Hours. We come in there, we chat about things before we come on the lives and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the people already know what we're going to talk about, but sometimes we just come in there to strengthen people up, lift each other up. We laugh. Sometimes we get in there and we, in front, instead of in front of everybody, if somebody said something, did something wrong or anything, we're just really bonded. That's what family do. If you don't spend time with them, then they ain't your family. You know what I'm saying? You got to come home and spend time with home. So come holler at a sister that came on in here. And so we do that. So this morning we were in our after hours and everything was fine. I was trying to take care of business and I was going to work on a lot of the nuggets that I had to drop on the Cody Bigsby case, because I know everybody's like, you've been saying it all weekend, you're going to drop these nuggets, but now, when we got word that Cory got 30 more charges, that he can get up to 162 years in jail, in prison, you guys, that's two life sentence. That's better than a murder charge. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, keep in mind, you guys, I'm going to continue to say what I always say because I do have information. So I do believe that he is covering, but I'm not saying he ain't never did anything or let somebody do something or somebody else did something and he was trying to be there, but he couldn't be there or whatever, nevertheless. But whoever he's trying to cover up for, he needs to go ahead and talk about it, right? He's supposed to go ahead and talk about it. But some people, they got a hard head. They got a hard head. So, only thing I'm going to do, I want everybody that wants to speak up and speak out, you'll have time to do that. I am actually looking for, I could have sworn that was somebody else, but it wasn't. All right. So you need me to come up, SP? Oh, you can come up if you want to, Amari. But hold on. Let me just read these things that they put out at 12:27 p.m. You guys. Today, July the 5th. Oh, we'll start at 5 o'clock on the dot, you guys. We're a little early. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little bit early. Oh, did I miss anybody as they came in? Lisa Calhoun, how you doing? I said Sherry Cox is in the building. How you doing, Sherry? Did I miss anybody? Sonia Watts is in here. I probably didn't say Sonia Watts and Diane Harris. And then we got Daraya in the building. It's pronounced Daraya, you guys. Make sure you welcome Daraya in the building because, and Mary Ann is here. Okay, Mary Ann, I see you. I see you in the building. We got 3 more minutes, you guys. Anybody got any good news that they want to share with us? How was you guys' day today? Mary Ann says, hi, everyone. All right. Welcome, everyone. Kay Solo is in the building. She says, hey, SP and family. Amari said, you need to tell me something. Amari, I may not can drop the nuggets that I wanted to drop today because, them charges came down. Them charges came down today. Lisa, she says, I'm here today. It's all good. Okay. Too much fun yesterday. And then somebody says, hey, Kay. Which Kay's in the building? Is it Pretty Kay or is it, it's Kay Solo. It's okay. It's Kay Solo's in the building. All right. She said, just drop that link. Okay, I will. But hold on. I can't drop the link. I got to give my little commentary first, okay? So my commentary, oh my goodness. Let me see if you guys can hear it. Oh, hold on. I didn't know that was on there. Hold on. Stop the press. What the heck? Oh, 8-year-old little girl. been she was just ran over. This is Tuesday, Lisa. Monday was the 4th. Today's Tuesday. You running behind, girl. You running behind. Let me see what they say here. I didn't even play this thing. It may do what I wanted to do. We still waiting. It still is not it's still not 5 o'clock.
Good news to report. Some local Coast Guard crews are back home after keeping drugs off the streets. The cutter Northland returned to Portsmouth Sunday after a 76-day deployment in the eastern Pacific Ocean. The crew intercepted.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Jennifer Nobles is in the building. And I got something to share with you guys. So, Jennifer, okay, let me see if we got it. Well, anyway, I guess it's not going to play. It's just not going to play, you guys. I'll just have to read it to you, okay? If you guys don't mind, my reading might be a little bit off because I'm just so... It says, Cory Bigsby is indicted on 30 counts. Sources confirms to Wave. You can find this on Wave, you guys. 30 counts, okay? She said, I ain't in jail today. I may go. Okay, they're trying to do stuff. So it says Hampton, Virginia. It says a reliable source tells 10 on our side. Cory Bigsby has been charged in a 30-count indictment by a grand jury. Let me see if this thing gonna stop and play.
News. 6 people shot in 3 shootings in less than 12 hours. One of those victims is...
Oh, well, they're not. They're talking about something else. Anyway, it says he has been charged in a 30-count indictment by a grand jury. Bigsby is the father of 4-year-old Cody Bigsby. The child was reported missing from his home in the Buck Row area of Hampton on January 31st and has yet to be found. Up until now, Bigsby was facing 7 child neglect charges after court documents says he admitted to leaving his children home alone. We've told 15 more charges for child neglect was added for leaving the children home alone. 4 charges were added for alleged child abuse, and 2 additional child neglect charges were added in connection to those child abuse charges. There were 2 misdemeanors added to failure to secure medical attention for an injured child. Wave News is working to learn more about the child abuse allegations. Then it says, the charges in the indictment are unrelated to his son's Cody's disappearance, but Cody has not been found and no one has been charged, although police has repeatedly said Cory Bigsby was the only person of interest in the case. During Bigsby's latest court appearance in June, a judge ruled there was enough evidence to move the case to a grand jury, which brings us to today. A trial date has not been set. So a trial date has not been set, you guys. So if there was a trial date, because I thought there was a trial date before. So now there's not a trial date because it says a trial date has not been set. So it says, if convicted, Bigsby could face up to 162 years in prison. You guys, this is worse than the R. Kelly. This is even worse than a murder case. I mean, you only get like a hard 40 or 20. I mean, hey, B is in the building. Welcome, blessings to you, B2423. How you doing, B? B as in blossom B. That kind of B, blossom B. All right, you guys. I'm just playing with you, B. I'm finna share this. All right. Let me see here. That I think I got it. She said, "Come on with the link." There's your link. It's in the chat. You like what you do? Okay, if anybody want to come up on the panel, you guys are welcome. We've got our channel back on track. She says 30 charges, total 28 felonies and 2 misdemeanors. You go ahead. Yes. Uh-oh, Lisa's ready. She driving. Girl, I know you are not driving.
Can you hear me, SP?
Yes.
All right, let me let up my windows because, I don't use air conditioning. So I'm just so happy today. So I want to start off saying, today is a good day because justice don't always be what we want it to be. So, first of all, SP, you are the bomb for staying on the
We didn't
coast.
hear nothing you just said.
Chocolate.
You better.
We'll take the 162 years. And ain't no debate about it. This man is going to jail. He abused 4 kids. And all that other rhetoric and them people trying to send you down dead ends and one-way streets going in the wrong direction. SP, thank you for staying on course. Because now we get real justice for Cody Bigsby. So it doesn't matter if you find him now. The justice system said you punished anyway, because not only did he abuse Cody, he abused all those kids. All those kids were abused in the house of a monster. And for every struggling hair, what they call it, what they say his hair was. Let me turn my hair on because I'm pissed. I'm happy. When they said his hair was straggly. He got straggly hair. I hope the next time they see him, he got an afro. And I hope the next time we hear about Cody is found, and they add another 20, 30 years to the 162 years that's on the table for him abusing them kids. Now, and I don't care who mad. And I'll stay on, so when people who mad that Cory got to go to jail for abusing 4 kids with 1 missing is upset that Cory don't got commissary, Cory done lost 40 pounds, Cody hair is growing, all that old stuff. Who cared about Cody? SP News Nuggets. And the team of SP News Nuggets that prayed, that set up candlelight vigils, that said, we in it for Cody. And we don't care what y'all say about Cory and Cory's rights. We still in it for Cody. And today is justice for Cody. 162 years on the table for Cody, baby. Now what? So I'm going to wait on the line for your people, your Cory people to come up on the line. Because you, SP, you already know. You know I'm ready today. You shut me up the other day. I'm going back to jail after today because I'm going to sit on StreamYard and I'm going to wait. Because Cory going to jail. He abused not one. He killed 1 kid and abused 4.
Okay. We got 3 people coming up on the platform. Support.
Oh, me for a minute.
Okay.
I don't know how to mute.
I'll mute you.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, I can't hear.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Oh, just so glad to hear it. I wanted to clarify though. Did you say, Miss SP, that it was a grand jury?
Yes.
Well, that's great news because that means it was a secret. So for these extra charges, because a grand jury means they go just like they did with our Cal City boys. So
they actually let everybody know
that they were having court today. It was either on the 4th or the 5th, and they could have had him in there on the 4th. I don't know, but early this morning they released the information that yes, it was through a grand jury.
Oh, I'm just so excited. I mean, this is great news. This makes my day. Oh, and I know what they're doing. They're going to make it so they can bring him down and say, you tell us where that baby is, and we'll bring you down your years a little bit. Instead of, we'll give you 89 years instead of 100 and something years.
Right. You know what? That's the same thing I said. I said they'll take off 100 and then he'll have 62 to do.
Right. You're still going to die there, buddy.
Yeah, it's like, tell us what really happened to the baby and tell us where the baby is,
Yes, and if your family has something to do with it, maybe we won't be so hard on your family for doing whatever they might have done to help cover this up. Or I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box because I just have full body chills that we're going to find this baby soon.
Right.
In the name of Jesus, we're going to find this baby soon.
I'm hoping we're going to find him.
And I appreciate you letting me up here. This is my first time I ever been up on your panel. And I just usually a spectator in the back, or I get you on the morning show that you have. And you just have a great family here, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you stayed around. It's actually going to get better. You just stay around. You just watch.
Oh, I'll keep watching. I'm never leaving.
Yes.
Well, I'll keep watching. And you
okay? Do you can stay up here if you want? Because I'm gonna bring somebody else up also.
Bring them on up. I don't want to waste your time, and I'll get down and go back into the chat. But again, thank you for giving me some time, and you all have a blessed day.
All righty, you too. God bless you. Okay, Infamous Group is in the building. How you doing?
I'm good. I say Calvary for Cody, right?
Huh?
The Calvary's here for Cody.
Yes.
Calvary has been here, but it's finally arrived. All these charges. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm not even sad about the charges because, like I said at the beginning, and I'm not patting myself on the back, I knew when he went in, he's not going to see the light of day. And I said, he's not going to ever get out. So he needs to just, whoever he's, trying to help, he needs to help himself. And in his team, I don't call it a dream team. I call it a sleeping team because the team is really not good. He needs to do what Donald Trump does and go fire somebody because I'm just saying, he needs to just tell the truth. And I'm still going to stand on what I say about it,
That's it. I think they're just trumping up the charges that, like she was saying, to get them. Okay, well, we'll reduce them if you let us know. Give us some information.
But see, this is the situation, though. Infamous. The grand jury picks what they think that he should go get. Not the prosecutor can introduce it, but if they think that he can't get, charged for that, they have enough evidence to say, oh, well, wow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Because here's the thing. Them other kids are injured too. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. My son, he's cranky. I tried to make him a robot body out of an old box that we had, and he's not happy with it. Sorry.
See, the grand jury just decides if there's enough evidence for the charges. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They can't be just like, oh, we're just going to trump up the charges. They got to have enough evidence for the charges. That's Phyllis explained it better than I did. Same difference. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different, like if it's at the beginning, before they went to the grand jury, and they charged them with 6 counts
Right.
of this, 7 counts of that. But that
That
didn't
makes
happen.
sense.
They waited until this day, the grand jury show the evidence that they got, and then they be in agreement if they can probably have enough evidence to charge him those charges. And yeah, I believe that if he told what happened to the baby and quit covering for someone, he won't die in the prison. That's what I believe.
Right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Come holler at a sister, 6 figures, 6-figure day. Judy, thank you for the super chat, you ladies. I'll have to get you your things. But what do you think about this? Talk to me.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, I think that's fantastic. I mean, but yeah, I think it's fantastic. So they see what we see, they hear what we hear. So if there was enough for a grand jury to do what they did, like I said, cavalry for Cody.
Exactly.
I'm gonna jump down and let somebody else come up because my son's a little grouchy, so I gotta have him nap before we go take our trip in about an hour. Because he's like, okay, but I'll be down in the chat. All right, take care.
Okay, I am trying to get this situated because you guys do know that we got our giveaway coming up. And so I got to stay on top of everything. I can't just let things slide until the next day. So the people that just donated, 6 figures, here's your numbers right here. That's for 6 figures. 2 tickets. Then I got Judy. Judy, here's your tickets right here. 938-449.
SP. I can't really hear on the stream, y'all. I don't know if my hearing aid ain't up loud enough or if it's just bad connection.
You can't hear. Are you almost close to home?
Huh?
Are you almost close to home?
I can't see. I can't really hear on this StreamYard, so it's like an echo and a delay.
Oh.
And I logged out. I thought I logged out and came back in, but it's the same problem. Like I didn't hear anything Infamous Truth just said. But I don't know.
Okay. Well, why don't you just
hang around for a minute? Because, I'm just so excited that, I might.
Okay. This is for come holler at a sister.
Give me a drink, and I don't even drink.
Okay. Come holler at a sister. Here's your ticket. This is for come holler at a sister.
Give me a drink, and I don't even drink.
Okay. Come holler at a sister. Here's your ticket. This is for come holler at a sister.
Give me a drink, and I don't even drink.
Well, who is that? Okay. Is that you, come holler at a sister? Okay. What's going on?
I'm like, Lisa, I can't help myself this evening. They made all that noise, but the noise was being made in the background. I'm so glad to hear. I don't know nothing else to say, but God is able. And where he knew one way wouldn't be able to get him. He got him another way. Because guess what? The children are the evidence. Just like Lisa said, it's not just for Cody. It's the other children. And once they removed them, I'm sure that they ran health checks on them and everything. And so neglect means you didn't take them for shots. They weren't being fed properly, maybe. We don't know. but we know God is a vindicator. We know that. And so for all the noise that was made last week, I must just stay right there. If you know, God is a vindicator. He is a vindicator. All the noise that was made last week with you, now look what happens. And that was just, I'm going to go ahead and count 72 hours. Oh, yeah, I know this and I know that. I was listening. I listened. I just didn't come up. But you don't attack people's families. You don't do that. We're respectful over here. And I'm going to stay calm. But you don't do that. And especially when you don't know people's backgrounds. All of us come from somewhere, some part of the country and outside of the country. And all of us have dealt with crises in our lives. I actually cried when I heard LaKendra speaking. You know, LaKendra is one of my family. So when she was explaining, I cried. But I'm glad today, see what God did? He showed us today that what LaKendra said on the other day, he said, I'm going to help her. Like she said, all we want to know, we don't care about who checking who. We just want to know what happened to Cody. Cory brought Cody to us. So hopefully everybody across the nation from now on, you ain't got to be, it ain't a snitch, call the police on the special hotline. Just say, hey, listen, check on my neighbor. I don't think they're doing, you know, because you want somebody to check on your kids. Well, I would. So I'm like Lisa. I am very happy today. I don't mean no harm, but if you ain't the person that did, is talk. Why would you sit in a jail cell for something that you didn't do? Whoever is involved, mama, auntie, cousin, brother, sister, tell.
Right.
Because I'm sure he didn't do whatever happened. People know what happened. He's made them aware of it. So, but I just wanted to say that the people have made that he's made certain ones aware of what happened to that baby. And I think they too, even the mother. And I feel there should be something. You knew how he treated you. Why would you leave 4 babies in his care? Okay, with that said, I'm going to be quiet.
Okay. Amari.
Thank you, Miss Betty. Miss Betty spoke my mind. See, I knew that we were soul sisters, Miss Betty.
Okay, hey Amari, how you doing? You guys just come on up. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. I'm just so excited that the kids are getting justice and like what the people saying. The truth is gonna come out, whether they find Cody or not. It's going to come out because Cody needs justice. His siblings need justice. They deserve justice either way. And I believe in God that he will make a way,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the people in the chat room is asking a question. They're wanting us to kind of come to what's your opinion about the charges about the child being harmed, because even though that's a misdemeanor, that tells us that the children has been harmed in some kind of shape, form, or fashion, and he did not get no medical help for them. But there's
I'll answer when you get done.
Go ahead.
So, okay, so this is why I want everybody to know. Stop thinking about 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and 12-year-olds. And think about somebody 5 years old, 4 years old, or a set of 2-year-olds that you know. Just envision a baby that you know. Now, envision yourself walking out the door and going to Walmart and leaving that baby there. So you tell me, or you decide what happens Walmart. So it's not a single person on this wall on this chat. Can you hear me? I speak because I'm in my dead zone.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a single person in this chat that has gone to Walmart and went in and came out. Walmart is the setup store. So when you go to Walmart and you left a two two-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old in the house, that alone is neglect. So now you got abuse. Abuse means these kids were even hit is something evident of abuse. So it can be he didn't feed them, he didn't care for a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. If you look up the definition of abuse is broad. So it's just not him taking his fist and beating the kids, which I believe it's a possibility he did that too. But abuse which means these kids are not cared for, period. It's almost like if you, no, that's not a good example at all. Let's not even say that. So maybe the kids didn't eat. Maybe the kids didn't go to the doctor. Maybe the kids were malnutrition. The little boy in Indiana, they say the little boy was dehydrated when he was murdered. So maybe they didn't give him nothing to drink. It's a whole lot of ways you can abuse a kid. But the number one abuse definition of abuse of a kid is physical. So when I said back in the chart in the chat, when they said he had a Class C felony, I said, SP, those kids are injured. And I still say today, it's visual injury to these kids. And it ain't just Cory. Cory probably took the severest punishment. But 4 counts of child abuse means each one of them is abused. Every last one of them. Every kid in the house is abused. And Cody is missing. So this man is a monster. You know what? Big 6-foot-something man that weighs 224 pounds, 220-some pounds, or 200 pounds is in a fair fight with a baby that weighs 30. It's not a fair fight. And this kid doesn't even know to run. This kid doesn't even know he's in danger. This kid doesn't even know that daddy's finna do something to harm him. This kid is just abused. And when he get up the next morning after he's been abused, whatever way Cory abused him, and say, Daddy, I love you, Daddy. Because he doesn't know, because he doesn't have the capacity to think that this guy, this man who is supposed to love me is just abusing me. So he got abused, and abuse can be a whole lot of things. It could be not going to the doctor. I personally believe it's physical. That's how he got the Class 6.
Yeah.
It's so severe that it's so severe. This man got the highest felony possible on child neglect charges. That's how severe it is. So it's not, we want to say, well, it's just child neglect. No. Imagine the age of these kids being left. And then say to yourself, is it just child neglect? No,
Yes.
it's abuse and neglect.
Right.
SP, who is that on the line on the phone?
That's Lisa.
Okay. I wanted to say this. I believe that the neglect it's just like you said, who leaves kids under 5 at home by themselves? You don't even leave teenagers really by themselves. But whatever it is that they were able to abstract from these kids, it is physical. It is something that they can see with the eye. And maybe it's not where it's so visible, but like if you x-ray their bodies, you can see bones that were maybe healing. If somebody if they light skin, even if they dark skin and their eye is black, it's beginning to heal. We know that. Here's the thing. I'm getting ready to do something here because for a long time I just thought it was daddy. How about if the rage is coming from somebody else? Because see, we want to say him because he was in the house, because he put himself by himself. But I don't believe he was by himself. And listening to the extent of the charges, I think the mother has input on this. No. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because the only other person that could beat a child to hurt a child to that extent would be a parent. I can't see that man letting somebody on the outside other than himself, his baby's mama, beat his child or hurt his child like that. He doesn't seem like he would do that. But if it was the mother, he would not say anything. He would help her hide it. I just be glad when it all really come out. But I'm gonna jump down SP so I can listen. Lisa, and Amari, it was nice being on the panel with you guys. But I'm going back in the chat, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So here's the question, SP. So throughout this case with Cody, everybody keeps saying the sister don't like. The sister said this. The sister don't like the mother. So if the sister don't like the mother, and the mother is the one who helped harm these kids, why would you think the sister would let her brother take a potential 162 years? He ain't gonna get 162, but if he get half, he's still dead in prison. So if the sister don't like the mother, why would she keep quiet if it was the mother? If the mother had anything to do with it?
Well, I've been speaking on that, and it's like this. If my brother told me not to say nothing, he got it handled, don't worry about it, leave it alone or something, I would let him try to figure it out. Now, these 162 years came today. They wasn't back 5 months ago. 5 months ago, he was looking at a day to 6 months, and they was hoping on a prayer or whatever to get out. And all of that, while their attorney, Amina, is sitting there, keep filing these bond hearings to reconsider bond hearings, and then telling everybody, well, we're going to go for, a change of venue. You know what? They did not think they were going to come with no 162 years. Now, people, they're going to have to regroup and tell what done happened, because he's looking at never getting out, ever. He's going to die in there. They're basically putting him underneath the jail. And here's something I want to share with you guys. I am going to share with you something. You may have heard it. You may not have heard it, but I want to share just a little bit with you guys, okay? And I don't know, just some things that people are not speaking on. The actual neighbor says that those kids that day on January the 31st, those kids was up at 7:45. Now, if the kids was up at 7:45, why did Cory just call the police at 9? Cory just called. Okay. I mean, it's recorded. I'm not going to say allegedly he said this, because I basically, all the things I needed to keep, I've done kept. So I've got it recorded that the neighbor saying that them kids, he heard them kids at 7:45 in the morning. Did you know that, Amari?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He said that.
Okay, I didn't know that. But,
yes.
It's not surprising, because the police chief said these kids, Cody came up missing months ago. So he heard the other 3 kids up at 7:45. But this is a whole scam. So, the whole thing is to get off. It's all it's all plotted. So I think what they thought was, this is just another little black kid that's missing in America. And what happened was, you grabbed it, and once it goes on social media sometimes is more powerful than a news station. Because once people hit the share button, and start talking about this little black kid missing from Virginia, it's no longer just another missing kid from Virginia. This kid right here from Virginia is somebody that everybody's talking about. So I
And
social media kept posting Cody's picture. And social media kept saying, where's Cody? And social media kept saying, where's this little black boy? So now it's no longer just another little black boy missing in America. It's a black boy that has been adopted by social media. So now everybody got to look. So now the plan is filed. The plan doesn't work because it just didn't go away.
And I'm going to share something else with you, too. Let me share something else with you. I'm not going to share my big nuggets because now I got to think about sharing them because I thought that the police probably wasn't listening what we had. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, maybe they is listening. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to mess up something. So I got to think about that. But I do want to share with you guys, the family says that the sisters, baby Cody's sisters, babysits him, babysits the kids.
I didn't know that.
2 kids. I got it recorded.
I didn't know that. 2 kids.
Now, somebody in your chat one day mentioned that what the sisters babysat.
Yes, they're saying that's what the family is saying now, is that the 2 sisters, and they saying that the police know that the 2 sisters goes over there and babysit. Sweet and Salty says, we want that big nugget. Hey, Sweet and Salty, I have to really think about stuff like that. I mean, we might want the big nugget, but here's the thing. We're looking at somebody getting trial and convicted for baby Cody. That's more important than clout, numbers, and anything else. It really is.
We actually got a big nugget today. 162 years of Jews.
I know.
Get off the line and go play that in the big 3 and 162. 162. That's what's on the table. 162. That means he gotta die, come back alive, die again, come back alive, and die again. To account for each one of the kids here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I think the family is going to start looking for another attorney because Amina Matheny is not it. She running around, keep filing for motion to, bond. And you don't come with no new facts. Come with the new fact that he didn't do it. A new fact is not saying, oh, I got this guy over here that's going to give him this GPS bracelet. That's not a new fact. That's just giving a solution to something, but that's not a new fact.
Oh, that's a tough case now, SP, with 162 years on the line and 30 counts. I wouldn't take it. It's too much work. You got and it's involving children. Nobody want to touch children crime.
The terror detective says that she's fired. I don't know if that's to be true. That's allegedly. You know what?
Everybody gonna get fired because ain't nobody gonna take that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, so he was building a team. He had BL him, and he basically had I watch videos after videos. Even I watch Rhoda's videos. Or when she's talking about Cody, she's like, I don't want to disappoint you guys, or I don't want to offend you, but it was said, you know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're talking about this man that's in jail, and I get it, I understand, but you want sympathy. You want people to have sympathy for somebody, and you're saying that you're not biased. Now, I already said I believe somebody else is involved. I've never said Cory done this or Cory done that. You guys ain't heard me say that. I said allegedly, if he did, he did. But I just believe he is protecting that mother. I that's what I just believe. And I'm not pointing a finger like I know for sure. I'm just saying that's what I believe. But at the end of the day, you know, we all have opinion about that. And I'm just saying that allegedly, that's what I think. With my information that I know and my information that I have, and I do my research and I do my homework. Okay? Yes, I do. You may not think I do because I don't say anything. But if I did say something, haven't you guys noticed? Look who's in the chat right now. Who do you not see in the chat? Who do you not see coming in here saying hi? Tell me.
Who's not in the chat? Is Brad Hurt in the chat?
I didn't see any.
I can't see the chat, but you know, Brad Hurt is my friend, and he don't be in the chat. So if she don't be in the chat, no more. I'm just looking for Brad Hurt.
No, I don't see that. I don't see that person in the chat. But you can look in the chat.
You know, ain't nobody got nothing to say today with these 162 years. Where all these Cory fans at today? Where all these Cory's rights been violated? What about these 4 kids that he got child abuse charges on? What about their rights? Where all these Cory rights advocates at? Where all these people fighting for Cory?
But what you know.
I'm gonna stay on and wait for the Cory people. Today your day. I'm going to jail again, SP, but today they day.
You going to jail again?
Yeah, I go to the SP jail again today.
Okay. I do want to say one thing. I am not going to drop things unless I got to really think about that, because I don't want to mess up 162, because you know what I'm saying? Putting other things out there or whatever. I mean, hey, that's a lottery ticket right there. That's a winning lottery ticket right there. I mean, I think he needs to speak up and tell what happened and where's this child. So I don't want to jeopardize it, to be honest with you. But I am going to drop one nugget, and I'm not going to do it tonight, but I am going to drop one nugget. And I'm not trying to expose nobody, but people, you guys better be careful who you're listening to and what they're saying, and don't bring it back to me. Because when I say like when I stand on something, I stand on it for a reason. I don't stand on it because I'm SP. I don't stand on it because Amari's on here taking off her clothes. I stand on it because I have something, and I've been knowing it, and I've been looking, and I've been listening, and things are not making sense. And if I want to release it, I will release it. But I'm not going to release it just to get vengeance on somebody. But if they test me, I will show you who everybody is. I will definitely show you. I took the day off. When I got off work, I ran down the whole list, and I can show you everybody's hand. And everybody that say that they're for Cody, I don't see not a one. When I say not a one, not a one.
You know, STDs are a whole bunch. You know, I'm sitting in your chat when I'm on lockdown, and you know they say my TV time, and I sit in your chat and I listen to all these people clout chasing, and these people are nothing but clout chasers, and all they doing is looking for mouthpieces that think they're more important than they are, and they ain't came up with nothing. They ain't found nothing. They ain't looked for nothing. They ain't found it. All the missing bodies in Virginia. If y'all out there looking every day, why y'all ain't found somebody from the other missing bodies? Where are the missing kids at? Y'all out there every day, y'all ain't found nothing. But they want to come on there and brag about, you know, I've done this and I've done this and I've been here and ain't nobody doing this. So what? So what? What you find? What you find? The police department found enough to give 162 years on the table while you all sitting there still talking about Cory rights been violated. Cody's rights was violated because he ain't around.
And I think that's what makes everybody mad, that nobody showed no kind of mercy, no kind of love towards this kid. And, it's just terrible.
Call from
It's okay. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So anyway, it does bother me, but like I said, today is just a day that You know, we've been crying, we've been praying. We want to know where Cody is, and we want someone to just tell us where he's at. And like I said, I know, you know, the family's going to worry about Cory. I know they're going to worry about Cory. But Cory is a grown man. If he just tells us where this baby is, I guarantee you a lot of those charges can go away. And he needs to get him an attorney that will tell him he's not going to ever get out of jail if he don't come out and tell the truth. And I don't care. There's nobody other than my children that I will just do that for. I wouldn't even do it for my husband, you guys. I just wouldn't. You know?
We got hope today, SC. We got hope now. We got a little more faith in the justice system. We got a little more hope. We got a little more belief in our prayer, because everybody who stayed on your chat, that sent you this little nugget, that put the prayer hands in the chat, that said we just praying for Cody, and they was able to filter out the noise. Today is a small victory for us, SC, because it's 162 years on the table, and it ain't the boast because Cody's still gone, but it's to give us hope that it is some hope that it will be justice for Cody. And I don't care about nobody else, but justice for this 4-year-old boy who wasn't able to defend himself, who wasn't able to take care of himself, and who was at the mercy of people who said they love him and didn't protect him. That's what it's about for me. So yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because nobody protected a 4-year-old. Nobody around him loved him enough to say, I'll take him. Don't hit him no more. Don't do this to him no more. Where is Cody? Nobody even want to tell you what happened to the boy. But they want to say, yeah, but you know, they violated rights. So what? So what? I say so what today. And I practice, so I'm saying so what? Where is Cody?
Exactly.
So today we got hope, SC. We got God gave us a little more to extend our faith a little bit more in the fact that we're gonna get justice for Cody. And I am happy.
Yeah.
And I don't drink, but I may go get me a little cocktail today and toast the fact that it is gonna be justice for Cody. Whether you like it or not, whether you go out there and search the woods and don't find nothing at all. Thank you, Judge. What's his name? Chief Mark Talbert, who said from the beginning.
Yes.
Thank you, SP.
Thank you.
Came on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and said we just want the little boy. And today we get to say we still just want Cody. And if we can't get him physically, we're going to get whoever responsible for taking him away physically, because he was still just a baby.
Well.
And what monsters kill babies? Get on out of here. I'm done. I ain't even going to preach no more. I'm happy. 162 years, I'm at the gas station right now. I'm going to get me a big 3 for Cody.
Get the number 162. The number is 162. Get the number.
Baby, whatever it is, they said it is. If anything hit, I'm coming right to the what they call that thing on your YouTube.
What's that?
Where we donate the money.
The super chat.
Super chat. I'm coming right to the super chat, and they gonna send me a thing saying, "Is it fraud?" No, it's the winnings from 162.
Okay, you win it and send it on over the super chat then. Okay. So here's the thing. It's not me, you guys. I ain't did anything but what I'm supposed to do. But as a whole unit, we are one body. We are all in this together. It takes everybody. People were calling the police department. People were texting. People were sending things. As soon as I got ready to walk out the house today, somebody sent it to me. I'm walking out the house and my husband's like, I'm falling in. He was like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, I got to go tell the family what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't have the mods in here doing what they're supposed to do, knowing that I've got 50 million things going on in my life, so they're making sure The mods coming in here, staying on 2, 3, 4 hours, praying, crying, telling their story, just, going from chat to chat, trying to find information. Everybody, from people that's just joined us to the people that's been with us from day one. Mari coming in here. Just sometimes I say, Mari, we just need you in the chat. Mari, just come on, come back to the chat, so because we just need you in the chat. And she was like, oh, I can't. They won't let me over there in Poco. I was like, I just want you to just rock with me, just be in there with me, because I know one thing. Maury's going to show up. Even if she don't say nothing, she's just going to show up. Maury's going to show up. Even if she don't. And that's what I tell everybody. Like, I need you guys more than anything, that if they're going to take us seriously, that we are warriors for children, we got to act professionally, and we got to show up. We can't act like we care. We can't get mad and cuss people out like we care. We got to show up, because numbers change things. Numbers change things. When you get 4, 5, 10 phone calls from people from different countries and different states and stuff, you got somebody in England, you got somebody in Brazil, you got somebody in Canada, then you got somebody in Chicago, you got somebody in California, you got here's Texas. You got people calling about this baby that's in Virginia. You got people calling about this baby that's in Virginia. Oh, wow, we hear that. It takes all of us. No slacking, show up. All of us. No slacking. Because I can tell you guys, when you guys stop showing up, then guess what? You can hang it up. Cody would not have a chance in the world to get no justice, because guess what? Everybody that's down there would have been looking at that civil lawsuit. That's what they were doing. It was a shift. It was a shift. I seen people that I thought was on Cody's team. Team Cody, I thought. And I started backing up and I started seeing them. You can't tell me. You just can't tell me. And we don't know. We get ourselves into stuff and we don't know. But if I reveal to you, because I do have receipts, promise you. And if anybody want to test me, I guarantee you, I can get it together. It may not be the cutest thing, but I'm getting it together, because I am going to show it. I'm not going to let it go. There's a reason. And it's just a courtesy to the family. So everybody will know I do my homework. I may not say nothing, but I do it. And I wanted LaKendra to call me. LaKendra didn't call me. I don't know why you didn't call me, girl. I wanted you to call me just to tell you, girl, make sure you show up every day, because you're going to be smiling and just a smiling. You got no reason to cry. Your baby is here. You doing the right thing, taking care of your kids. And they growing up and getting old and graduating and everything. There's just people like this in this world. As I was telling you guys this morning, I was coming home and there was this double rainbow. And it was so amazing. I did capture it. But the picture that I really liked was the one that you can just really see the colors. But I mean, I kept stopping and taking a picture, jumping out the car. And I was talking on the phone to somebody and I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. You guys just don't understand. This is beautiful. I mean, it was just, and I kept on saying, I'm going to follow the rainbow. I'm going to follow the rainbow, because there's supposed to be something at the end of the rainbow. As I was going down the street, the rainbow seemed like it went over the street that I was on. But if I look where my house is, the rainbow stopped at my house. So I was taking pictures, going to show my kids, like, this rainbow looks like it stops at my house. You guys, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like
3 miles away from my house, but it looked like it landed right on top of my house. So as I got closer to the rainbow was moving back. It wasn't at my house. So I took more pictures of this rainbow, but it was just something that was like, you know, when God opens up the heavens and you know that everything's going to be okay. And it was just, I just had to share it with you guys. And you know, we got other moms. It was like, oh, we'll put Cody's picture in there. And then when I really looked at the rainbow underneath it, there's these eyes. Like, only thing I can remember, God's promise to us that as bad as this world is, and people are killing kids and they're lying about it, they're like they're irrelevant, they don't care, you know, and at the end of the day, somebody got to worry about this and stuff. No, he tells us at the end of the days that the things that are right is going to be wrong, and the things that are wrong, people are going to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is totally wrong for a child to die at the age of 5. Wrong. I don't care whose kid is it. I don't care what color it is. It's totally wrong. The kid didn't ask to be here, and he didn't ask to be abused. You can always give it up, or you can always give it to somebody. And I believe, without a doubt, God was looking down from heaven. Because you know, Jacob's ladder is always going up, and you see the angels coming up and down all the time. He hears our prayers. You don't got two, you got warriors across the world. The outcry is coming to him saying, Lord, no, not this one here. Give us justice. No. Because when he went to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he told Abraham, matter of fact, he said, should I tell him what we're going to do? And whoever he was talking to told him, yeah, because he told him, I'm going to go see if it's true what's happening in Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm going to go see. And if it is, I'm going to destroy this city. And then Abraham turned around and he said, well, would you destroy it if it's 50 good people? And the Lord said, oh, no, I wouldn't do it. He's 40, 30, 20. Okay, let me speak one more time, Lord. What about if there's 10? The Lord said, I wouldn't even destroy it if it's 10. And he went on his way. Let me tell you, the God then is the same God now. There's no such thing as coincidence. There's no such thing. He's in control of everything. So when somebody tells you, oh, they made a mistake, or I thought this or thought that, don't think anything. This is not a game. This is a child that's not here. And we need to act professionally. We can't fight fire with fire. That only makes a bonfire. That don't work. You know, prayer do work, you guys. It does work. I just want you guys to know the God we serve is the same God. People be like, oh, he changed his mind. He don't change his mind. It's already set. Everything. He's the beginning and the end. That means everything in the middle is already taken care of. So, but we still got to do what we're supposed to do. Hey, Brown Sugar, what's going on? Uh-oh, she went. Hey, Brown Sugar, what's going on? I hear backlash, Amari.
You hear me now?
I hear you, but I hear like you've got something on in the back.
Oh, it's probably YouTube.
Oh, you got to turn it down.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. So, Amari, what do you think about all of this?
Like I said, everything is coming to light. The truth is going to come out, and, that's all I have to say.
Well, here's the thing, and I don't know how you feel about Cory, and I know some people are really believing that Cory is guilty or whatever, and I tell them I don't believe that. I mean, as far as taking the child out, I just don't believe it, and that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I don't put that on nobody. It's just I just believe it's somebody else, and there's a reason why I believe somebody else. And so, but what do you believe? Do you think Cory done something, or do you believe he's covering for maybe the wife, maybe the girlfriend, Cody's mom, or his children?
Let me tell you something, SP. I believe that it's some more people involved because Cory's not the only one involved. I feel like the sister is involved. The way she riding for him like that,
Mm-hmm.
the way she acts like, oh, Cory didn't do nothing wrong to them kids. The way she be acting when it's time for him to go to courts and stuff, I believe she's involved.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, Black Sugar.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Oh, to God be the glory. I'm so glad that something came out of this. I'm glad they got it together. I do want to say something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why I have this inkling, and I think you had said it before, maybe to confirm it a little bit, but I don't think them kids were by themselves.
Say what now?
I don't think them kids were by themselves.
Oh, okay.
I think somebody was with them.
Yeah.
And he's been had these kids to me, it seems like he's been having these kids for long enough to know better than to leave the kids by themselves for 6 hours.
Right. Right.
So if he's covering up, whether it be the girlfriend, the wife, the baby's mama, or baby mama, or whatever, the question is, why? Why are you covering up for them? And you're about to do all this time to be away from your kids whom you supposed to love so much, that you love them so much that you took them in. You took them in. But yet you would do time for somebody else.
Well, you know.
This
Yeah.
makes me think: is somebody holding something over your head?
Right. Right. Well, you know, the cousin said that his daughters be over there watching the children. That just came out. Just what was it? Last time they went to court. I think that was June the 13th or something like that.
I can't hear you. My phone is just totally messing up right now. But I cannot hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get off and just come back, I guess.
Okay. He is a busy man, in my opinion, Mary says. Please don't tell me he has someone else, dear Lord. And you know what, you guys? Miss Tina says anything is possible. The math is not mathing. No, it's not mathing. And, you know, I'm not cheering because Cory got a lot of time, a lot of years. Because I don't really go for somebody else's pain and misery. He is a person, and, you know, some people say monster, whatever. But I'm happy that the pressure is there so he can tell, because he does know. And you're not going to know because there's no way, you know, people was like, they need to let him out so he can go and maybe they can follow him. Okay, you don't let someone out. You have to, you know, it's not playing you know, checkers, you guys. It's just not. You don't show your hand. When Mark Tarbert said, When was the last time somebody seen Cody healthy? That told us everything right then. That tells you the other kids are not healthy. What, you think just one kid ain't healthy? Yeah, he would disappear. But his family needs to contact him and tell him to tell not only where the baby is, because you won't get that much time. People with murder don't get this much time, you guys. They just don't. They might get a hard 40 or something, maybe get 20 years or something. So it was an accident. But now you're in big trouble because you done lied, you done covered it up. And then you got other people lying and covering up stuff. You guys just don't even know. Hey, Phyllis.
How you doing, SP? Hi, Amari.
Hi.
That's Truth and family. Wasn't going to come up today. It's kind of a heavy day for me with all the stuff going on in Akron, and then listening to the news this morning when you got off this morning and the news came on about the other charges. But I just say, in a way, I'm kind of more saddened than happy, because at this time we just should know that missing link, why Cory won't say more. And who is it in his family? Or, like you say, maybe he needs a different lawyer. Who is it that can, he has to know. Cory's no dumb man. He's got to know that these charges are for real. And not that they're going to really give him all those years. They can give him up to those years. But why? I mean, that is, I'm steadily asking God throughout the day, why, Lord? Why won't he speak? He's making himself look worse than what he is on one hand. And then on the other hand, well, you're not helping yourself either to help people understand why. So if that knowledge that you have, SP, I hope you come out with it sooner than later too, because this is really.
On what?
When
on
you
what?
said that, why you believe that he's covering for someone.
Yeah, I don't.
Because to me, I don't even know how to put it in words. I'm not going to even try. I just don't understand why he's taken the stance that he's taken. And why isn't this lawyer who's supposed to be all this, why? Isn't she getting him to understand this? Or maybe she has, and he's just being stubborn for some reason.
He better get him a high-paying lawyer, because he's getting that money. And somebody was like, oh, when he get incarcerated, he won't get that money. Okay, you guys, I did research on that too.
Yes, he will.
He will continue to get his money for life. The only way he does not get his money, please listen, is if he done something against the United States, like treason or sabotage, or something against the United States, like, terrorism and stuff, for the army, or, being a traitor to another state. Other than that, he can do whatever he wants. He's going to get his money because he already earned it.
His military benefits, is that what you're talking about?
Everything. He gets his money, his benefit, he gets everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know who told us that he don't get it. He gets it. It don't stop. It ain't gonna stop. So somebody's gonna get that money. And you know what? There's a lot of people around him now. I have heard stories. I have heard lies. I have seen people come from one side to the other. Oh yeah, we just love Cody. I done seen people boo-hoo and crying and everything. And next thing I know, I'd be seeing him in these social media streets. So I really know what's going on.
That
money is the root of all evil too, Who knows? Maybe somebody wants, oh, well, let me be your signee or your fiduciary for your funds, and make sure it gets allocated to you so then they can dip into it too,
No, that
I
money should
don't,
go to nobody but those other children.
but I'm just saying that maybe that's why people are turning sideways because they're trying to see who they can dip their hands in the cookie jar. But I was just thinking right now, and I'm sure I was a little late in the chat for a few weeks, but like what, yeah, I'm sure you guys have already pondered it, but like, what if, how he said that, he left the kids there because it was too much hassle to take them with them. So he'd just leave all the kids at home, right? When he'd go run errands and for hours. What if there was just, because it was upstairs, downstairs, wasn't his residence? Like there were stairs and the inside. Like what if, you know what I mean? What if they just tumbled down the stairs and, if there's just some type of accident where that happened, and then they, we got to cover it up, like whatever the case may be, and whoever else might be involved, and it's just snowballed into. I mean, it doesn't matter regardless. Somebody needs to talk, but it's snowballed into, and it's manifested into something bigger that's way bigger than what they, than what was.
What if
it could have been? I'm just speculating.
What if one of the injuries was a broken arm that's done healed? And they probably say, what happened to your hand? Or maybe it ain't healed yet, and it's still broke or something. And they say, what happened to your arm? And they say, did Daddy bent it?
Or maybe like if they were to, if something were to happen, or if they, they don't want the body to be recovered, because then they could see those breaks that healed later, they could tell that it wasn't treated. So then maybe there could be previous, I don't know. I was just pondering because all this, it kind of hit me, and I was just starting to think. I was like,
but
maybe.
They said today that it gave the indication that some of the family members are going to be charged, because it said even family didn't report.
Right. It's like a family affair of.
That says absolutely they're going to charge some of those members in their family. But again, I think they're waiting because they need to get another little piece of information in there. And, they're going down. More than Cory is going down. And that's why he needs to talk.
You know what usually happens? They take somebody, the person that is the leader or whatever, and they're doing whatever they do. They hit them really hard. My mama always say, when you fight somebody, fight the biggest person. Then you ain't got to fight nobody. You ain't got to fight nobody no more. So they give him the big charge of this 162, that he could max to, and everybody else is sitting there going, "Oh my goodness, let me go ahead and tell something now, because I don't want no part of this 162."
I think somebody was saying like it's like almost, I mean, they call it different, like police officers, like feeding the wire. So like basically sometimes they'll give, not completely true statements to like the media or whatever. So then they kind of put it out there to get somebody else to talk, to thinking, oh snap, why are they saying this? And it makes them nervous, and somebody, just to get somebody to feel a little squirmy, and then somebody be like, oh snap, like they bite the bait. So they call it like feeding the wire, or just like trumping him with all these charges, the grand jury putting him on there, and they're like, oh, and then their lights flashing before their eyes, and it makes somebody, make moves or open their mouth. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, you guys. I believe that the oldest child, because him being 5, my grandson tells me stuff.
Yep.
He tells me stuff. He tell me when his mama said, I don't like you, grandma. And he came to me, he said, Grandma, my mama don't like you. I'm like, what?
My 8-year-old sings like a canary to the grocery delivery person. He tells them.
Yeah.
I said that in the beginning.
He mad at him talking about, boy, stop. I didn't say that. And he'd be like, you did. You said
they don't know how, they're not tainted by all the hoopla like we are as adults. They don't know how to, you know what I mean, concoct stories yet.
Because let me tell you something. For him to get 30 new charges, and that grand jury probably heard the evidence or whatever it is, I think it's a child that said, I see.
Yes. Yes.
Daddy
Yep.
this or
Yes.
daddy done that.
But still not enough to put those other pieces together.
With the
So they
kid
may have been doing like play therapy with them too, you know, like you know how they do the play therapy just to kind of see what's been going on in their environment, and that's how they kind of get information from young ones, like professionals. You know, they
Yeah.
do it's called play therapy or whatever, just to see how they present things like in a scenario like playing house or with you know with whatever they're playing with,
Yeah.
so with their family life.
But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know no mother that gets up on the day that they're telling the people, and they had to tell her before they came to court and told the people in court. They had to tell her before then. So of course she knew ahead of time. But on that day is on TikTok doing this dance or whatever. But you can't even say nothing about your kid. I don't know, you guys.
I got a question, Steve. Do you think the mother once he left him or whatever, do you think she was still involved with them kids?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Cory. I don't believe. I think Cory's family told Cory to leave her alone. Maybe not all the
But he
kids,
never did.
but she come and go when when she wants something or whatever. And he ain't telling his sister. He acting like he ain't seen her. That mama know where them babies was at.
I believe that too.
Oh, I
I
know.
believe that too. And I don't believe he left them kids for 6 hours by themselves.
No, I don't believe it. I don't
I
believe it.
really don't. I really don't. And the thing is, I think kids do talk, and I know that because I have a daycare. They talk all the dang on time, okay? And you're right. They're not tainted by their environment or whatever's going on, but they will tell you the truth. They'll tell on each other. They'll tell on whoever to get themselves out of trouble or whatever.
Right.
That's
And the
what they
kids
do.
probably told them. We
I
ain't
believe
seen
that.
Cody. We don't know last time we seen Cody. Cody ain't being here. Cody went home
Especially
with
the
them.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Especially that 5-year-old.
Oh
You
yeah.
I can't shut my 5-year. I got 3 5-year-olds over here. That can't shut them up. Okay, they gonna tell everything they know and when they know it. All you gotta do is ask them one question. They gonna deliver the rest. Okay.
Yeah, my 8-year-old does that. Like he tells everybody. I mean, I thank God I don't do anything wrong, but he be telling information. I'm like, son, you don't have to tell the grocery delivery guy that, or and like somebody, just somebody saying hi, how are you, how's school, and he'll just be like, oh yeah, da 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 da, and I'm like, that's personal stuff, son, and he's just like, huh, he
Right.
has no clue. It's just
Right.
conversation.
So when they were interviewing that kid already told what happened to baby Cory.
Yeah.
He already did, Cody. They already did. He already told them, but they have to be able to prove it. Just
Right.
because the kid says so, they still have to be able to prove it in court. And that's why these charges, I don't even know what they are yet. I was going to ask you what they were. I didn't know what the extra charges were. But they have to be able to prove it before they can bring any kind of charges against for that. And
Well,
when them kids came into custody, they already examined them kids. So them kids, if they had any old wounds, broken bones, that healed, that's all still showing up.
Or looking skinny or malnourished.
Yeah, malnourished.
But
All
they
that's
don't have
showing
to.
up.
They don't have to prove it. They just have to have enough evidence.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Evidence. Yeah.
Circumstantial case.
They just
Well,
can't
they
take
said
the
on the
child.
news
They just
that
can't
there
take
were
the child
23.
what the child says without evidence. Okay, the child said that you're giving me where I think I should lead my evidence to or find evidence, what I think I should find evidence for. Once they found the evidence for him, that's where these extra charges came from. So they got some evidence on top of evidence right about now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They have enough information to convince a grand jury to go top secret and put all these charges on there. I mean, they just probably have to make sure everything was airtight, They have to make sure everything's airtight so there's no wiggle room to try to, because you can only charge one time. If you're trying to put somebody and indict somebody or put them, and believe that they're the ones that are at fault, for whatever crime was committed, they can't charge them twice for it. So they have to make sure everything's airtight and there's no wiggle room for them to say like technicalities or throw the case out or mistrials.
Even if he gets 15 to 20 years, it's still a win.
Heck yeah, because how old is he now?
He'll be living like a fat hog with all his benefits too in the being locked up. So it's not like, he's gonna get all his commissary, he's gonna get everything, that his phone calls and
if he's still he get that money too.
Yeah.
See there?
Right. Here, let me share with you guys the charges again. They say they were told 15 more charges for child neglect. Okay. Up until now, Bigsby was facing 7 child neglect charges after court. Documents say he admitted to leaving his children home alone. We've told 15 more charges for child neglect was added. Okay. Okay, that's how many kids? 4, 15.
15 is 45.
So he probably left those kids 3-4 more times by themselves. 3 more times by themselves to get 15 more.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he go AWOL for the military too?
Because that's what it says. We were told 15 more charges for child neglect was added for leaving the children home alone. So you take 3, that's 5 more times, because we're not gonna add Cody.
Oh, we can't add Cody because he was gone by then. Okay.
So we're adding 5 more times that they know that Cody was not there, because 5 times 3 is 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't get 15 if there's 4 kids.
Mm-mm.
Unless a couple of times.
The charges of not seeking medical help too. There were
So
different things they said.
So that means that means somebody was hurt and they didn't get no medical treatment.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But we're just I'm going down the list. But that's 15. That's 5 times he left these kids home by themselves. And we don't know if he left them home. Somebody said it. I don't know if they just said, just throwing something out. They said he left the kids over the weekend. I don't know if that's true or not, but okay, allegedly, I don't know. But you guys, they got 5 more times that he left all of these kids, and not including Cody in these times.
And wasn't there like a neighbor in the beginning that was said that he remembers seeing the kids kind of sitting in the window, like on the dresser or something, like they would be, and he said, I didn't even know, he said, I'd always hear the kids all the time through the walls and never, but he said, I don't know if it was a he or she, but the person said that he said that, he'd always hear them back there, but he didn't realize that they were being left by themselves. But he said he used to see them in the window all the time.
Right.
Standing in their diapers and stuff.
Okay.
Right. SP, you're telling me that he left these kids at home by themselves 5 times. Okay, we're gonna get
5 more times. 5 more times.
5 more times. He's had these kids since when?
They said, he said 2 years.
Okay, so he's had these dang on kids for 2 years. That means Cody was a baby when he got these kids, right?
Cody was 2
when he got them.
The twins were babies, newborns.
Okay, they were babies. This man did not leave them kids in the house. No time. No, he didn't do it. No, that's stupid. He's not that. He's not that dumb. I'm just telling you. I don't think. That's my opinion. You can say whatever, but he ain't that dumb. Somebody was with them kids. You talking about? He's telling me that he left 4 of them kids in the house by themselves. No, not 5 days, not 2 days. No, he didn't. Not for no 5 hours, 6 hours. How many times did he say he was gone?
Maybe him admitting that he's actually calculating, because he's not dumb. You know what I mean? He's definitely not he's intelligent. So maybe he's calculating like the time and what charges would be what, and what the maximum for what kind of charge, like neglecting, leaving the kids home alone versus what might have really happened with Cody. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if he admits to this, that he's going to draw the attention this way, and he's like, well, this is the maximum that they're probably, that they're going to be able to give me. So, and he'll have his money in the I'm just speculating, but he'll have his money in there, so he's going to be sitting.
You're talking about before these charges.
Right. Like he could have been calculating in his mind, you know what I mean? Like whatever happened to Cody, but he was like, well, if I admit to leaving the kids at home alone, versus harming Cody or doing, you know what I mean, taking his life and not be able So he'll take the charges of neglect and leaving the kids at home alone. He'll take 5 charges of that all day versus the other ones because he probably
here's the thing, Infamous. He didn't say, hey, I left my kids home December the 23rd and January the 2nd.
He said they were too much. They were too much to handle to take all them when he needed to go run errands, right?
Well, what happened was they asked him, where are your kids? We've got a video of you going into the car dealership and buying a car. We've got a video of you going into Walmart and where's your kids? You got one kid. So where's your kids at?
And then to purchase that house that he was in the process of buying too, right?
He never did leave to, he did all of that texting the woman. He didn't just go meet her. But when he did meet her, something, she said kids was in the car or something. She didn't see it. But what I'm speaking on is the 2 dates that they charged him. They got the registration and found the date that he went and bought the car. They pulled the video. They only see one child. They say, okay, Cory, this is when he's talking. Well, where's the other kids? He was like, oh, I just left them at home. So you're right. He took the lesser. He thought he was taking the lesser of the offense. Okay, so now we see you in Walmart. Where's the kids? Oh, I just left them at home. They're a handful.
Was that the same day or a different day?
Different day. 2 different days.
I don't believe it. I don't believe he left them kids. I'm sorry. If he ain't leave them kids way back when, he ain't left these kids.
Well,
if he's a man that takes on 2 twins and plus 2 other kids, he ain't left these kids. He ain't left them kids.
He said he leave the kids when they napping. So now, instead of telling who was with the kids, was the baby mama with the kids?
That's what I'm thinking, SP. Somebody's with them kids. And this is my thing is, why is this person so important that he is willing to go to jail and cover it all up?
Okay.
That's the question. Who is so close to him that he loves so much that he would do this?
Well, I can tell you one person that he loves so much that he left his wife. And I can tell you one person he loves so much he got AWOL'd out the army.
Oh, the baby mama, huh? Oh, that's what it is then. I mean, that would make the only sense. And she come in. I didn't know she was that much involved with the kids. I really didn't. But I don't think
she's really involved with the kids. I think she's there.
She just come in when she wants to.
She do what she want to do.
She come in when she wants to. She see the kids. He let her see the kids. He let her stay with the kids or whatever. How many of them kids are hers?
All of them.
Oh, well, hell. Nah, that's where she was. That's where she was. That's why she came to court with a lawyer. Because she knew something was up. They just ain't caught her yet. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. Let me get off of here, SP.
Bye back, sugar.
Bye, baby.
So I'm going to finish reading the other charges, you guys. So it was 15 more charges for child neglect that were added for leaving the children at home. Then there was 4 charges were added for alleged child abuse. 4 charges for alleged child abuse and 2 additional child neglect charges were added in connection to those child abuse charges. So the abuse and the neglect. So you did something, then you neglect them. I don't get it, but trust me, we will get it. And then there are 2 misdemeanors, and this is weird because they're misdemeanors, but added for failure to secure medical attention for an injured child. But it says for an injured child. So that tells me that there's one child that's injured. Not all of them, you guys. It says four. Oh, it could be and like and. Yeah, it could be more than one. I'm sorry. An injured child. Because it could be set up as I'm reading it and not as speaking as directly. Right. It could be more than one child. Okay. But it says there are 2 misdemeanors added for. But it could be 2 kids because it's 2 misdemeanors though. So it could be 2 children that's got injured. Okay. Or 1 child 2 times.
SP.
Yes.
I just found out that the family is having a press conference July the 15th.
July the 15th.
Yeah, they Cory's family is having a press conference.
Really? Where are they going to have it at?
I do not know. I just saw it. After I was reading the Wavy 10 News, they said they having a press conference
on July the 15th.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So they okay. Thank you. I did not know that. You guys.
I just found that out just now because when I looked at Wavy 10 again, they said the family's having a press conference to discuss the latest. I don't know what they're going to discuss. It's too late for that now. Why y'all want to come to? Why y'all want?
So they're probably going to be on Wave 10, right?
Probably. I don't know for sure.
But we're gonna have to stay on that and make sure we can get the time, and we can post it so everybody will know what time and remind them.
Yeah, I don't know why they're having a press conference now.
They didn't want to talk before. Exactly. Oh, we got to talk now. What do they got to say?
They probably gonna say, "Oh, Cory don't deserve this type of treatment. Cory, Cory this, Cory that."
Yeah. Cory's family press conference, July the 15th. You know.
And then I just read Amina Medini's statement.
Mm-hmm. What did she say?
She said an awful lot. She said a lot.
What did she say? Because I didn't go over there and look yet. I just knew people were going to be hot in their feelings or something, and I just didn't want to go look at it.
Yeah, she talking about some Cory didn't do that to them kids and all this different nonsense.
Oh, okay.
I can send it to you.
Okay. Yeah, send it to me.
Okay.
Send it to me. So you guys, okay, I told you what the charges was. 4 charges were added. Okay. Because, let me see. After court, documents say he admitted to. Oh, after court. Let me read this. After court, documents say he admitted to leaving his children home alone. Okay, that's the before thing. We've told 15 more charges. That it reads like it's more, but no, he didn't admit to that. That's something else. Okay. Well, we'll wait on her, you guys. I know we got to get off of here. On July the 15th, Cory's family is having a press conference. Tina Paris is telling us now. Let's see what they say. She said, can we hear the nonsense? I can only imagine the nonsense. Jeez. Okay. Let me see. Veterans and recipients of VA pensions will have payments terminated effective the 61st day after imprisonment in a federal, state, or local penal institution for conviction of a felony or misdemeanor. Payments may be resumed upon release from prison if the veteran meets VA eligibility requirements. Okay, somebody got us that. But I need the whole thing. Reduction due to incarceration. I need the whole thing because I read
I sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I think it's on the other phone. I think my stuff, I had to put everything on the other phone. The father of the missing Hampton boy faces new charges after a grand jury indictment. On 23, now it says 23 more charges, adding to a total of 30 count indictment. The new charges are not related to his son, 4-year-old Cody's disappearance. Bigsby is the father of 4-year-old Cody Bigsby. The child was reported missing from his home in the Buck Road area of Hampton on January 31st and has yet to be found. Bigsby remains the only person of interest in the case, according to the police. I thought we just read this. Up until now, Bigsby was facing 7 child neglect. This is the same thing.
Scroll down.
Okay, got you. Read Matheny Willard's full estate. Oh, this is her full statement.
Mm-hmm.
This is Amina Matheny Willard's full statement. Today, the Hampton Commonwealth Attorney announced a 30-count indictment against Cory Bigsby. The law enforcement cover-up in this case is shocking, and the result is a desperate father sitting in jail while his son is missing. Because the Commonwealth Attorney knows that Cory is innocent, he cannot indict Cory for the disappearance of Cody Bigsby because he is innocent. They locked him up, deprived him of an attorney, and tortured him in an effort to secure a confession. They soon realized a combat veteran turned innocent father doesn't break and he doesn't confess to a crime he didn't commit. When police realized Cory was innocent, they should have moved on to other potential suspects. Instead, law enforcement doubled down. Our criminal justice system history is littering with cases like this, where the ends justify the means. Too arrogant police and prosecutors, as we see in case after case, were corrupt. Police were able to obtain forced confessions. The state was wrong. The Commonwealth is likewise wrong here. And in this case, Cory Bigsby withstood their torture techniques and refused to confess to a crime he didn't commit. Today's indictment carried one clear message. Cory Bigsby had nothing to do with Cody's disappearance, and the Commonwealth failure to make a case is an admission to this fact. She's just some air going on here.
The indictment at hand are absolute nonsense. The allegations against Cory could be made against any busy and struggling parent. As it seems, the Commonwealth attorney must be reminded that not everyone has a disposable income with which in hire daycare or an au pair. The Commonwealth is desperate to convict Cory of something, anything, because they know that Mr. Bigsby will be filing complex federal litigations against the city to hold them accountable for their horrific conduct in this case. This case is not a prosecution, it's a modern day lynching. Mr. Bigsby looks forward to his day in court. Amina Matheny Willard, attorney and counselor at law. Bigsby 5-year-old and 2-year-old are now in foster care. Cody is still missing, but local search groups aren't giving up hope. We're going to stay out in this fight. We're going to stay out here for Cody, said their voices founder by Kay Coleman. Kay Coleman said, we're going to stay out in this fight. We're going to stay out here for Cody, said Hear Their Voices founder Kay Coleman. Coleman says their most recent search was last Friday. Founder of Water Team Instinct Joe Slabensink says there was a lot of participation when he first went missing, but they hope more people will join in again. I am hoping they come back, and I am hoping they come back as strong as they were at the height of all this at the beginning. Even when people fall off, we were like, they're going to fall off, but we're going to step it up. Cody was last seen at Buckrow townhomes in the Buckrow area. Coleman says they're continuing to hang posters and search for answers. We didn't forget about Cody, and we are not going to forget about Cody. So we are going to do whatever it takes to keep his name out there, says Coleman. You guys, I'm not gonna read no more. I'm not gonna do it. I should have stopped because I don't want to put something out. I don't want to put. Okay, you guys have a good night, everybody. I see you later, Amari.
Alrighty.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
You guys, I'm gonna work on some things. I will keep you guys update. Look for, you know what? I am gonna put this information out. I'm just gonna put it on out. So be looking for it. I'll give you guys a promo it's gonna be out, and then we're gonna come on and we're gonna talk about all this. So you guys, I'm just gonna have to expose people, okay? So I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. All right. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye. Mm-mm-mm.